Executive Chairman of the Bahamas Water and Sewage Corporation, Adrian Gibson, is refuting claims from a local contractor with regards to the awarding of and bidding on contracts for works in the Long Island and Crooked Island constituencies. During a press conference today, Gibson called the allegations defamatory and dishonest. Apex Underground and Utilities Company Limited is questioning the recent bidding process for proposed works in Crooked Island and Long Island. Gibson says bids presented for approval for the proposed projects must adhere to strict guidelines from both the Caribbean Development Bank and independent engineers. He adds that the entire process was fair.
The CDB guidelines for procurement on post-qualification, of bidders, states at 2.58, Article 2.58, quote, if bidders have not been pre-qualified, the recipient of CDB financing shall determine whether the bidder, whose bid has been determined to offer the lowest evaluated cost, has the capability and resources to effectively carry out the contract as offered in the bid. The criteria to be met shall be set out in the bidding documents, and if the bidder does not meet them, the bid shall be rejected. In such an event, the recipient of CDB financing shall make a similar determination for the next lowest evaluated bidder and, if necessary, the subsequent lowest evaluated bidder or bidders until a bidder meets the criteria set out in the bidding documents.
Now, according to Gibson, out of several bids submitted by local contractors, Apex Underground and Utilities Company Limited in some instances had 10 non-conformities and didn't meet certain requirements.
31st of December 2018 to the 10th of January 2019, WSA took out newspaper advertisements for bid invitations. Both the Crooked Island and Long Island tenders were issued on the same day. After that time, 10 firms purchased and collected bid packages. War Construction, Top Notch Builders, Apex Pavers Company Limited, BHM Company Limited, CGT Contractors and Developers, Island Site Development, Apex Underground and Utilities Company Limited, SJK Engineering and Construction Services Limited, Darius Williams and Associates, and Bethel's Trucking and Heavy Equipment. The criteria used to evaluate these bids, again, was in accordance with CDB requirements. The responsiveness of each bidder was determined on whether or not they submitted the documents required in the instructions to bidders. A matrix was established, and each bidder was assessed and scored on a pass-fail basis.